Hi, I'm Dory Mosich. I'm with the Master Gardeners out here in Gig Harbor at Sehmel Garden. These are mason bees. We are raising these as pollinators. They are one of the bee species that's native to the area. They are the first they are one of the first that hatches. We've created bee houses, and this is a tube that extends. It's roughly 6 inches long. When they hatch, they need about 55 degrees, 2 to 3 days in a row, and they all come out in cocoons. So there's a male cocoon and a female cocoon, and you want to make sure that when you're starting your bee collection, you have a ratio of 8 females to 10 males, or 12 males, I'm sorry, so about every 20. The females are the ones that do the labor. The males are the ones that make sure there's next season to do labor. So the males hatch generally first, and then the females come along, and then the females plant mud at the back of the tube, then they put in pollen, then they plant a seed or a new baby, then they mud it. So it's a succession of babies coming for the next season. What we do in the fall is take the tubes out, and you notice some of these have extended. On this side there's bird feathers, so we know that the birds are predatory here. There's also a Houdini fly who is predatory and will fly in after a bee flies in, lay an egg, and then the bee, the pollen will get eaten and the baby bee will starve to death. So we try to make it as friendly as possible. These ones are almost all full. I'm getting some more tubes, but there's not as much activity because there's not as many empty spaces. You can see how the female is riddled with pollen. She's been out collecting. They're basically done by end of May, June-ish. They don't sting. Normally they don't sting. They did sting me once because I got too close and watched them, and she got under my glasses. So it was my fault. Operator error, not bee error. There's a way to tell them when you go ahead and take your tubes out. I have them in straws. I soak these lightly in water. They become, the glue dissolves, and then you can open them up, and then you just clean out the cocoons. We had a nice batch of cocoons. The female cocoons are bigger than the male cocoons, and they chew their way out. It's a fascinating way that they hatch. This is a male cocoon as opposed to a female cocoon. You can see the size. The tubes are roughly 5/16 of an inch. That seems to be the best for them laying eggs. There are varieties of tubes. Bamboo, a natural resource, is good, but then you have to, you want to get them open, so you got to break them open. Anyway, I like the paper because it works the best for me as a bee harvester. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit about mason bees. Thank you so much for your time, and enjoy gardening.